Alright, so for Raihan and Duraludon, they are going to be the new PokèFair, and they're really, really good, and they're going to hit very hard. So let's just start up right away. So for the passive one for Raihan, he's going to have Stand Fast 9. So he's going to be mitigating 90% of the recoil damage, so he's going to be taking like next to nothing on his recoil move, which is going to be good. And he does have another Stand Fast on his grid, so you're going to be taking no recoil damage if you want to go that way on his build, depending on the build that you're going to go for, because he does have 3 type moves. So depending on the build that you're going to go for, you're going to want to go for that other Stand Fast. And then for passive 2, he's going to have Furious Entry 4, and substantially raises the user's attack and special attack when the Pokemon enters the battle. And for passive 3, he's going to have Head Start 1, reduces the sync move countdown by 1 when the Pokemon enters the battle for the first time. So it's going to help you sync move super early. And I mean, not super early because it's only by 1 stage, but still having 1 less turn to get to your sync move is going to be helpful, so it's not bad. And then with the added addition of the level cap of 135, those new stats are going to be 779 for level 135 for HP, physical attack 380, physical defense 134, special attack 390, special defense 108, and speed is going to be 172. And the speed I was expecting to be very low anyways, just because in the main series games, Duraludon is not a fast Pokemon at all. So it does make sense that his speed is going to be low, but that's not a big deal because this guy is going to hit very hard. And then for the theme skills, if you care about those, he's going to have Steel Strike, Galar Strike, Gym Leader Strike, Gadgeteer Strike, and then Passionate Spirit Strike. But Raihan, he looks good. He definitely looks good. So these are going to be his moves right here. So he's going to have Steel Beam, and it's going to be a 4 gauge move, and the power is going to be 199 to 238. So it's going to be his strongest move for sure, and it's going to have accuracy of 95. So you do have a small chance to miss the attack, but it's not a big deal because it's only 5%. Because then when you have support on the team to increase accuracy, it's really not a big issue at all. It would start to be an issue once it drops to like 80% or 70 accuracy. So 95 isn't a big deal at all. And it's going to be the recoil move, and the user takes damage equal to half of its maximum HP. The damage is taken even if the attack fails. And that's why Stand Fast 9 is there, and then getting more Stand Fast on his grid, because the amount of recoil that you're going to be taking would be insane. So they had to do something to make it balanced so that you can actually use this guy in battle, because if you were to use Steel Beam in battle, this guy's going to be dead after like 1 hit. So they needed to do something, so I'm glad they did that. So at least we can actually use his Steel move in battle if we want to go that way, depending on the event. And then he's going to have Dragon Pulse, and then he's going to have Rock Slide, which is going to be good, because we did need another rock type in the game. So what they did is gave Raihan a rock type move, so that when there is an event that is weak to rock, at least we have another option now, which is good. And it's an AoE, and he's going to be a very strong AoE. And he also has a chance to flinch on Rock Slide, so that's going to be good. And then for his trader move, it's going to be called Top This. And it's going to sharply raise the user's critical hit rate, applies the super effective up on the next attack, which is that's going to be insane. Which is why he's going to hit super hard, and we know how hard Leon can hit because of this, so this is a big deal for sure. And then applies the free move next effect to the user, and makes the user gradually heal itself, and lowers the user's special defense. So he's going to be very vulnerable, especially. So if you're going up against a stage where they're strong physically, he's not going to be that much of a burden. But if you're going up against someone that has high special attack, this guy is just going to get destroyed. So be mindful of that. But if you're going up against a stage where he is going to be very good, he's going to perform very well, because he's going to have gradual healing. And having the super effective next after using his training move is going to be very good. So This guy, Leon or Raihan, is going to be very, very good. And then this is the 6-star outfit right here at the bottom. Very nice. He looks very, very good. I'm definitely going to have him 6 stars, so I'm very excited for that. And me being stupid, I actually did make Gloria 6-star. Like, figures. When I get Gloria to 6 stars, they announced that Raihan is coming with us Steel. So, yeah. I thought the leaks and the talks and everything that were getting passed around over the past, like, weekend, like, about a week now, I think. I was just like, yeah, you know what? Screw the leaks. Screw whatever people are talking about. I'm getting Gloria to 6 stars. I mean, I don't regret it, but I have enough material to get him the 6 stars anyways. But now I'm going to have 2 steel types. But at the same time, like, I like both of them anyways, Gloria and Raihan, so it's not a big deal. But with him being 6 stars and a striker, he's going to have that AoE effect. So, yeah, he's going to be very good. And in case you don't know, he's going to come out in 2 days from now. He comes out on April 28th at 10 p.m. Pacific time. So, yeah, very exciting. 2 more days until he comes, so that's going to be nice. So, let's take a look at his grid and see what he has to offer over there. Alright, so here's Raihan's grid. So, we got the typical stat increases. And then we got Steel Beam power-ups along with Steel Beam accuracy. Then we got Steel Beam Move Gauge Refresh 3, along with more Steel Beam power-ups. And then we got Recoil Removal, so negates recoil damage when using moves that have recoil in the effect tag. So, like, he literally gets rid of all of the recoil, which is going to be very, very good. He has Grand Entry 2, sharply raises the user's special attack when the Pokemon enters the battle, but I wouldn't really recommend picking that up and wasting energy. Just because, like, when you have his training move and then he enters the battle anyways, he's gonna have, like, his special attack at +4, +6 anyways. So this would be like a waste of energy, especially if you have support on the team that can increase your special attack anyway. So I wouldn't really recommend doing that. And then he has Sand Shelter, Rock Slide power-ups, along with Rock Slide accuracy. More Rock Slide power-ups, more Rock Slide accuracy. And then we got Rock Slide Move Gauge Refresh, which is going to be good. And then we got Sand of Time 3. Quickly charges the move gauge in a Sandstorm, and that's going to be helpful because this guy is not very fast at all. So anything to help him with move gauge is going to be very, very helpful. So if you want to pick this up to help with getting your move gauge a lot faster, then you can do that. And then he has Sand Blaster 5, powers up sync moves in a Sandstorm. So in a Sandstorm, this guy is going to be hitting very hard, because Sand Blaster is going to be giving him an extra 50% damage on his sync move, which is going to be good. And then he has Surging Sand 3, powers up moves in a Sandstorm, so now his regular moves in a Sandstorm are going to be powered up by 30%, which is going to be good. And then he has Dragon Pulse power-ups along with Dragon Pulse move gauge refreshes. And then he has Stoic 2, has a moderate chance of raising the Pokemon's defense after it uses a move, and that's going to be very good when it comes to self-sufficiency. But if you have a support on the team that you're going to constantly run with Raihan anyways, you're not really going to be missing this tile, because, like, here's a Steel type, so you're probably going to want to bring Steelix for that type skill buff as well. So physical defense isn't going to be an issue because Steelix is very good at buffing physical defense as well. And then he's going to have more Dragon Pulse move gauge refreshes. He's going to have Tough Cookie. The more the user's defense has been raised, the more it powers up moves. So that's going to be another multiplier for this guy. So he's going to hit very hard. And then he has Focus Rush 1. Raises the user's critical hit rate after using a sync move. So, like, he is going to be very self-sufficient, honestly. And then he's going to have Unflappable. Prevents the Pokemon from flinching. So that's not bad. Another Rock Slide power-up, and then he has Burst In, so ensures the next attack will be a critical hit when the Pokemon enters the battle. And then he has Top This MP Refresh, so it's Trainer Move MP Refresh. And then he has Pinpoint Entry 1, sharply raises the user's accuracy when the Pokemon enters the battle. And then he has Entry Freebie, so he's going to be able to use a move for free when he enters the battle, which is going to be good. And if you tend to play co-op a lot, this is going to be very helpful. Then he has Supreme Entry, applies the super effective next effect to the user when the Pokemon enters the battle. So, yeah, this guy is 100% going to be very good. So Raihan fans, you're gonna be very happy from this, and he's gonna be a monster for sure. This is a very good steel type. Is he gonna be better than Metagross? I would say yes, just because he's gonna be very usable in a bunch of stages, just because he's gonna have a steel type move, dragon type move, and a rock type move. So you can use him in a lot more places than Steven, which is gonna be good. And in co-op right now, there's like really no stages where they're weak to steel. So you can have fun with Raihan because there's stages that are weak to Dragon, there's stages that are weak to Rock, so you could use him in co-op no problem when it comes to super effective. But when it comes to Steel, you're not really going to be super effective. I mean, you can go into stages not being super effective, but you're just going to be missing out on a lot of damage anyways. But if that doesn't bother you, then just have fun, play the game how you want to, and then that's that. But this is Raihan's grid, and his grid is definitely very good. He does get a good amount of multipliers to help him do a lot more damage. Like in a Sandstorm, his sync move is going to get buffed by 50%. Even when he's in a Sandstorm as well, like his normal type moves are going to get buffed by 30%. And then you could also add another Sandstorm buff on his Lucky skill, so then in total you can get like plus 60% more damage on Raihan. So like, he's going to be good. He's going to be good in a Sandstorm for sure. So this is going to be very, very good. But this is his grid. And let's actually take a look at Ghetsis now, because we're going to do Ghetsis and Raihan in the same video. And then we're going to do Nessa and Bay in another video together. So let's go to Ghetsis and talk about him. Alright, so this is Ghetsis. So he's going to be a Legendary Event Pokemon. So he's not going to look as impressive as Leon, but for a free-to-play Pokemon, this is going to be very interesting. Ghetsis is going to be a Kyurem Ice-type, Tech-type, and for passive 1, he's going to have Hunter's Instinct. And the more the target speed is lower, the more it powers up moves. So that's already a multiplier there. And that's going to be the only multiplier he gets on his passive, because for passive 2, he's going to have Anti-Freeze, and it's going to prevent him from becoming frozen. So that's about it. I mean, Hunter's Instinct is still fine, I guess. But for his theme skills, if you care about that too, he's going to have Ice Tech, Unova Tech, Villain Tech, and Cape Tech. Cape Tech. Like, there's going to be a lot of sync pairs or trainers that are going to have that. But yeah, those are the theme skills if you care about that. And then with the addition of the level cap of 135 now, his HP is going to be sitting at 664, physical attack 334, physical defense 171, special attack 341, special defense 171, and speed 235. So he's not like insanely fast or anything, but of course when you have support on the team increasing your speed, he's not going to have that much of an issue, because still 235 after you add the speed multipliers from increasing your speed to +6, he's going to be pretty solid. And then for his moveset, he's going to have Glaciate, and that's going to be his 4-gauge move, special attack. His power is going to be 155 to 186. It's going to be a 95 accuracy move, and it's going to be an AoE, which is good. And it's going to lower the target's speed, and he does have the multiplier Hunter's Instinct, so the more the target speed is lowered, the more he gets powerful. And Glaciate is going to get even powerful the more you use it, because you're going to be lowering the speed every time you use it. So that's going to be nice. And then he's going to have Noble Roar. It's going to be a 2-gauge move, but it's going to be a status effect move. And it's going to be an opponent. And it's going to lower attack and special attack. So that's going to be very, very good. It's going to be helpful when it comes to tanking as well, because lowering the special attack and physical attack is going to help defensively too. Because like when you are like, you could use this guy as a support when it comes to helping the strikers tank a little bit better too, because we know what Hydreigon and Iris can do. They're very good offensively, and they're very good supportive wise as well when it comes to debuffing the enemy, allowing you to tank a little bit better too. So it's going to be the same thing with Ghetsis and Kyurem, so that's going to be nice. Obviously Iris and Hydreigon are going to be like the best ones to lower offensive stats on the enemy side, because of their double drop ability or passive that they have. So Ghetsis and Kyurem are also going to have Dragon Breath, and they're going to have a moderate chance to paralyze the enemy, which is okay, I guess, but Dragon Breath isn't a strong move. Like, at most, it's going to be 50 base power, so not very strong at all. And then his trainer move raises the user's critical hit rate, raises the user's special attack by up to 3 stat ranks based on how low their HP is. So the lower your HP, the more you're going to get stat ranks, so I would assume that if you're at full HP, it's only going to increase your stats by 1 or 2. So, I mean, I guess if you really want to get into max stat increase, you're going to want your HP, or you're going to want to use it once you're at low HP. So, you're probably going to want to bring support for this guy in order for him to start doing a lot of damage right away. So, there's that. But regardless, like, he does look pretty solid. His Glaciate move is going to be a lot of fun, lowering the target speed, getting stronger with that Hunter's Instinct, and it being an AoE. Going to be a lot of fun for sure. And his special attack stat is pretty solid too when he's maxed out at level 135, but for the majority of the players, you're going to be sitting at 125, so then the special attack set is going to be at like 327. Unless you have enough material to get him to level 130, then the special attack set is going to be 334. So it's good regardless. Like, almost 350 is not bad, and this is not at 20 out of 20 either. So I mean, no, I think it is because this is free to play, so I think it is at 20 out of 20, but don't quote me. Anyways, let's take a look at his grid and see what he has to offer over there. Alright, so this is going to be Ghetsis Grid, and we got the stat increases, and then we start to see Glaciate power-ups over here, along with Glaciate, Move Gauge Refresh 3, Absolute 0, so their Sync Move power-up, because they are Tech type, so obviously you're going to want to prioritize their Sync Move, because with their multipliers and everything, they're going to be very good on their Sync Move. And then we got Glaciate Cold Snap 2. So Glaciate has a moderate chance of leaving the target frozen when the move targeting an opponent is successful. So you have a higher chance of freezing the target, or having a chance to freeze them is good now. So you can lower the speed along with freezing them, which is good. And the move level has to be Sync Move 3 or higher, but that's not going to matter because they're free to play. So you're going to be able to get them maxed out if you do the event anyways. So I'm not going to bother reading off their move level because everyone will be able to get them completely maxed out. And then we got Dragon Breath Move Gauge Refresh 3, Dragon Breath Power-Ups, along with Dragon Breath Hostile Environment 1, Dragon Breath Power-Ups, and then we got more Sync Move Power-Ups, along with Paralysis Synergy 3. So if you paralyze the enemy and you have Paralysis Synergy 3, they're going to be getting a 30% damage increase, which is going to be pretty solid. They got Noble Roar Move Gauge Refresh 3, more Dragon Breath power-ups, along with Noble Roar Move Gauge Refresh again. And then we got Overpower, so the more the targets, or the more the enemy's special attack has been lowered, the more it powers up moves. And then they got Pecking Order, so the more the target's attack is lowered, the more it powers up moves. So the more you lower their physical attack, their Sync Move is going to be getting stronger, which is good. And then lowering the special attack is going to increase your like normal type attack. So like Glaciate is going to be hitting harder and everything, so that's going to be good. And then we got Noble Roar Double Drop. There we go. Okay. So now Noble Roar is going to be acting like a secondary Hydreigon, which is going to be so good. So like if you really want to focus on lowering the enemy's special attack or offensive stat reduction, then having Iris and Hydreigon with Ghetsis and Kyrem is going to be insane, because having Noble Roar Double Drop along with Iris and Hydreigon on the team, like they're going to be at -6 special attack or physical attack, like in two attacks basically, like 3 at most. So it's going to be insane if you were to have them both on the team. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's something I'm going to want to try out actually. And then we got Glaciate Accuracy 5 along with Glaciate Power-Ups. And then we got the Trainer Move MP Refresh 3, Stamina Reserve 6, and once per battle charges the user's move gauge by 6 when the user is in a pinch. Power Reserve 3, so powers up moves when they're lower in HP, because that's sort of like their gimmick, if you couldn't tell from their Trainer Move, so like it's okay. they got endurance, and then they got more sync move power up. So yeah, their grid is solid. Like, they're not like the best or anything. They're not the best sync or legendary event Pokemon, but like, they're gonna be a lot of fun. They're AoE. They could paralyze, they could freeze, they could lower speed, they could lower physical attacks, special attacks. So like, they could actually do quite a bit. And they actually, I think, do more damage than Steven and Alolan Sandslash too. So that is gonna be good. Now, don't quote me on that, but I think they do hit harder than Alolan Sandslash and Steven. So, but yeah, that is Steven. Not Steven. Talking about him now, and now I'm constantly thinking about him. But anyways, that is going to be it for Ghetsis and Kyrem. Shout out to Absol-Utely, of course, because all of this data mine information is from him that we're looking at. So big shout out to Absol-Utely again. But that's going to be it for this video. Let me know who you're excited for. We got Ghetsis, we got Raihan, we got Nessa, we got Bay coming to Pokemon Masters for the month of May. So that's very exciting. We also have Groudon and Kyurem in the game as well, but they're only NPCs. They're not playable just yet. Maybe in the future we will be able to have them playable, but right now they're just NPCs. But that's gonna be it for this video. Taking a look at Ghetsis and Raihan for this video. Next video is gonna be with Nessa and Bay. But out of these two, let me know who you're excited for. Raihan is gonna be the PokèFair, while Ghetsis is the Legendary Arena, or Legendary Event, sorry. But pretty solid sync pairs, that's for sure. Raihan being very strong. But that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.